please pass this around. I would see what people's opinions or viewpoints on this. I'm not gonna go exactly in detail, but it's like, oh,
35 to 21.
21.
Did you by any chance find some apparently abandoned coats in the upper level food court anytime recently?
No, I haven't.
Copy that. Thank you.
You're welcome. But like I was saying, um, why is there so much diversity on this planet? I mean, when it comes to differences, from people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about race or anything like that. That's that's not a problem. That's far away from the ballpark. But I mean, like with like mental health and the understanding people have when things are said and the differences and the wrongs and rights and stuff. Uh, Somebody close to me. I'm not saying who, but it's somebody close to me, and I got into a recent argument, and it was over the topic of cheating, and it's like, really, you know, according to the way my brain works and how it understands things, uh, with the way things are said and with the tone that's used while saying it, um, you know, makes it sound, or whatever is said, uh, come off sounding wrong or not the right way or what have you, and you know, I know everybody's past is different, but it's still the same thing or similar things. It's like uh, I don't know, weird. I'm gonna have to cut this short, and I kind of started looking at my birth here, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, uh, the saying, "It takes two to tango," or whatever, when people are referring to life and and all that in conversations. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired. I had a long night of work last night. Um, but you know, with situations that make the speed bumps ups and downs in life, it's like um, makes me wonder why some of these speed bumps is so bumpy. Not exactly so bumpy, but why is the impact driving over these speed bumps, if you will, in life, uh, have more of a not so good impact than other speed bumps that you've had. It's like everybody's life is different. Everybody has different viewpoints, different beliefs, uh, and all that. But it's like I'm an open-minded dude. Anything is good to talk about. I'm fine with talking about anything. You know, just about anything at least. Um, But if the approach or the way it's coming in my direction is going to determine my reaction or my output on my end. Yeah, and yes, I know everybody will say, there's that part of what about self-control or whatever. But in some situations, it elevates you so high to where you're not exactly at the anger point anymore. You're just like, will say or do anything to make the other, you like cross that line to where you're like, what can I do to get this to stop and whatnot? But it happens to be the wrong choice to do so, you know? And I get that, I was in the wrong on that end, but why why is it that in most relationships I've ever knew of and whatnot out there, whenever they get into arguments or not have a happy day together, uh, it always ends up like a good 75 to 80 or whatever percent of the time. It's always the man's fault, and the woman never wants to take credit of her end. She wants to point out the defects that happen on your side without pointing the stuff that she did wrong. I understand, she was expressing the way she felt. Um, but for me, some things just don't add up right. Yeah, I gotta get off my break and head back to the food court. Um, you know, and as a side note, off the topic, y'all, I'm in the process of looking for work. Hopefully, most likely, what I would like is full time. I prefer full time, and hopefully benefits and whatnot. So, if you guys have a wish or prayer life or what have you, whatever you do on that end of life, please keep me in those prayers or wishes or whatever. Well, I gotta sign out, and I know this ain't exactly a 420 topic, but still, stay safe medicating y'all, and stay safe, and